Literally 1 week before I moved from St. Louis to California, I had the opportunity to perform at the St. Louis Pole Show. For those of you curious about what goes into performing, I documented my day getting ready. So this is a get ready with me for St. Louis Pole Show number 10. First, I had the fortune of being off work that day and not having other priorities. This is not the case for most performers. Many performers work their day job on the day of show. For myself, I was still on winter break, so I allowed myself to sleep in my usual morning routine and ate breakfast. Now, every show day or 1 to 2 days preceding it, I do take time to do some maintenance grooming, plucking my eyebrows and other stray hairs, shaving, and giving myself a manicure or pedicure. Normally I do this and then do makeup, but considering my makeup was very dramatic and cosplay, I took the moment after grooming to run errands for the show. I knew the venue wouldn't have food after having performed at the Red Flag for the Since Smith show in December. So I went to a nearby gas station for my go-to snacks, something light but high in protein, avocado toast to go and 2 hard-boiled eggs, plus orange juice for an extra boost of sugar. Then, considering my castmates, I stopped at the Chinese bakery nearby and bought barbecue pork buns for everyone. With all of that taken care of, I went back home to shower, have an early dinner of homemade soup my wife made, and then got to work, finishing getting ready. Something I think about before putting on my makeup are the little details. Any grooming I didn't have a chance to do. I'm especially detail-oriented about my nails and my smile. Since my audience's attention will be on my face, I floss even if I already did so earlier that day. Then I brush my teeth. Then it's finally time to turn on a podcast or music, depending on my mood, and put on my stage makeup. Since call time was about 5:30 p.m., I did this all around 3 o'clock. For complicated stage makeup like this, I prefer to do it at home. At 5, I headed out to the Red Flag. As soon as I found parking, I lugged in my suitcase, looked for the producer to check in, and claim a spot for stage practice before the show. This is to troubleshoot anything from sound, music, to the stage itself. For me, I needed to practice because I needed to run the piece in full costume, and since STL pole relies on stage poles, something I'm not too familiar with, I stretched while waiting for my name to be called. I found during practice that my wig got in my face a lot, so I pinned pieces of the hair back. As a performer, I'm very conscious of showing my face since that is a tool I use to connect with my audience. At around 8 p.m., it's been about a few weeks, so exact timing here is fuzzy, the show started. I was fortunate to be the third person to come on stage. I always like going first so I can breathe and fully enjoy my castmates' performances. For my piece, I performed as Lute from Has Been Hotel. I focused on acting and stage presence to make the character come alive, and because the song Gravity is a short one, I felt that a low flow would be more productive over trying to put in as many tricks as possible in 2 minutes. I felt amazing about the performance. I really got in character, and although I've always put my all in each and every performance I've done, I really felt present in the moment. I recounted this to my teacher. She said I had reached flow state. After my bow, I scurried backstage to find a chair and my water bottle. After that, I spent the rest of the show sitting with my friends who had come to watch me perform. My night ended close to midnight, and I couldn't wait to take off all the makeup and to take my decompression bath before bed. Overall, STL Pole Show was amazing, and weeks later, I'm still coasting on the high. 10/10 would do again. Thanks for watching. Bye!